Residents react as abandoned Lagos house is linked to alleged ISIS financing investigation. A house in Lagos, a abandoned house in Lagos. Okay. As residents of Abimbola Street in the Morikas area of Agege, I know that place, Lagos, have expressed surprise after a property in their neighborhood was identified by the United States as the residence of a Nigerian accused of facilitating financial transactions for the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. Wow, that's ISIS. This property, located at number 45 Abimbola Street, was listed by the United States Department of State as the address of Mukhtar Adamu Mohammed, who was recently sanctioned alongside 3 Bureau de Change companies over alleged involvement in an international ISIS financing network. A visit to the location revealed that the bungalow has remained locked and appears to have been abandoned for a long period. The building showed visible signs of neglect, including rusted door handles, permanently shut windows, and iron doors partially sealed with concrete. The sanctions announced by the U.S. government also targeted Generation Currency Bureau de Change Limited, Manhattan Bureau de Change Limited, and 929 Exchange Bureau de Change Limited, all of which were allegedly linked to the financial network. Wow. Residents living around the property close to the Markaz Islamic Center in Papa Shafa said they were shocked that their quiet community had become associated with an international terrorism financing investigation. A food vendor, identified simply as Hajia, said she had lived in the area for 6 years and had never heard of anyone named Mukhtar Adamu Mohammed. According to her, the neighborhood is largely populated by Hausa residents and has never exhibited any signs of criminal or extremist activity. She added that she was particularly surprised that U.S. authorities were able to identify the exact address. Oh, you don't know anything. Another resident, Alhaji Sulaiman Tijani, described the community as peaceful, noting that the house had remained unoccupied for nearly 2 years. Although this could not be independently confirmed, he said that on a few occasions, individuals visited the property briefly for cleaning before leaving without attracting suspicion. Tijani also disclosed that police patrols increased around the neighborhood following the U.S. sanction announcement. However, he noted that security personnel merely conducted surveillance with no arrest or questioning of residents. Another resident, identified as Awal, said he initially dismissed the report until they were discussed on radio. He expressed concern that innocent residents could become targets during efforts to locate the suspect. A fashion designer, Mrs. Angela Muboko, said life in the community had continued as normal despite the reports. She urged security agencies to carry out a thorough investigation to ensure innocent people were not wrongly implicated. Rising to the development, the Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Benga Omotosho, stated that the state government had no plans to demolish the property. He explained that matters relating to terrorism and national security falls within the jurisdiction of federal security agencies rather than the Lagos State government. Okay. Meanwhile, security sources disclosed that neither Mukhtar Adamu Mohammed nor any other individuals linked to the alleged network has been arrested as of Saturday. According to a senior security official investigation by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Department of State Services, DSS, are at an advanced stage, with authorities actively tracking the suspects and their associates. The source explained that terrorism financing investigations often involve complex international networks, requiring extensive intelligence gathering before arrests are made. Now, you need extensive intelligence before you make arrests. You may think that there was no concerns about the suspect escaping, insisting that investigators were fully aware of those involved. Really? Officials familiar with the investigation also revealed that the EFCC had already begun probing Mohammed and 3 Bureau de Change companies. Where are you probing him from? You said you've not made any arrests. So how are you probing him? Now, wow. It is there before the United States announced the sanction. Liars. The investigation reportedly focuses on alleged terrorism financing, suspicious financial transactions, and possible links to terrorist organizations. Corporate records obtained from the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, shows that Generation Currency Bureau de Change Limited was incorporated in Lagos on January 24, 2019, but is currently listed as inactive. Manhattan Bureau de Change Limited, incorporated on March 1, 2021, remains active, while 929 Exchange Bureau The Change Limited, registered on January 8, 2018, is also listed as inactive. Further checks on company records identified Adamu Mohammed Mukhtar and Shiroma Adamu as directors of the three companies. Just imagine, with Mukhtar also serving as company secretary. Adamu Shiroma Fatima and Adamu Shiroma Miriam were listed as shareholders. It is well. Lots are happening in this country. Mugabe says this is the good side of science and technology, which surpasses witchcraft in Africa. Checking says if you own a mobile phone or any device that can connect to the internet, your precise location is not a secret. Yes, now, especially for the US, even for Nigerian police, they can track you to anywhere. Why do you think that they will track people to their house? People that insult the governor, that insult the president, that insult Sheyi Tinubu, they will track you to your exact location. Once you have a phone, once you have NIN, once you have anything, they can track you, even if your phone is off. They can track you. You see all those bandits, they just don't want to go and arrest them. They know exactly where they are. Anthony says this Alhaji must face the evil music he played. Funlaya says the Okonjo Iweala earlier advised Nigeria that idea of charging triple ground rent on unoccupied houses to force owners to rent them out or sell. It is well. And listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.